Montreal, 100 years ago, was a bustling city growing rapidly, both economically and demographically. The Italian immigrant community in Montreal was also growing. The 1911 census shows that people of Italian origin in Canada numbered 46,000. 7,000 lived in Montreal. Italians in Montreal were no longer just seasonal manual laborers. They were starting to settle in the city, to start businesses, to raise a family, to make a home for themselves. It was time for Italians to unite as a community. On March 19, 1919, Sam D'Onofrio and 33 colleagues founded Loggia Piave numero 919, the first Order Sons of Italy lodge in Montreal. The Order Sons of Italy, the Ordine Figli d'Italia, was founded 14 years earlier in 1905 in New York City by a group of individuals devoted to caring for the Italian immigrant in the early days of the 20th century. Its principles were simple: liberty, equality, fraternity. The order was set up as an umbrella group, one national body, and numerous lodges in different cities and neighborhoods to better cater to the needs of the local community. Each lodge had a specific name and number, and an executive committee, led by the Grande Venerabile, to run its operations. Loggia Piave would become the first of many in Montreal. As the Italian community expanded to various neighborhoods, so too did members of the order. By the late 1930s, there would be a total of 16 lodges in the Montreal area alone. In 1937, the Montreal-based chapter of the order became an autonomous institution, independent of its American counterpart. Its core values remained the same: serving, uniting, and representing the Italians of Montreal. Since 1936, the Casa d'Italia in Montreal's Little Italy has been the headquarters for the Sons of Italy. When the Casa d'Italia first opened, it was the welcome center, the support center, and the social center for Italian immigrants. And the Sons of Italy was a big part of that initiative. It was actually because of the order that the Casa d'Italia stands where it does today. In 1934, Montreal Mayor Camillien Hood, considered a great friend to the order, donated land to the Italians to build a center. That land would then after be officially owned by the Casa d'Italia Corporation. Alfred D. Sebastiani, president of the Sons of Italy in Montreal from 1924 to 1930, became the first president of the Casa d'Italia Corporation. On June 10, 1940, as the Second World War was taking a turn for the worse, Canada declared war on Italy and declared Italians and Italian Canadians living in Canada enemy aliens. Under the War Measures Act, over 600 Italians across Canada were sent to internment camps. Some remained there for years without ever being charged with a crime or brought to trial. Thousands more were required to report to authorities on a regular basis. The RCMP sequestered the Casa d'Italia and all its contents. The Sons of Italy were homeless, and some of its members were interned. It would take 7 long years before ownership of the Casa d'Italia would be officially returned to the Italian community. Experienced a revival in the decades following the Second World War. Social gatherings, festivals, and sporting events were a big part of the Order's mandate, bringing together the ever-growing Italian community of Montreal. One such popular event was the annual Festival Italiano at Belmont Park.
Cortesi telespettatori, buongiorno. L'Ordine Figli d'Italia chiude un altro anno con un successo senza precedenti. Il numero dei membri iscritti, il bilancio finanziario, il prestigio e le opere di beneficenza dell'Ordine Figli d'Italia in Canada sono tali e tante che destano l'ammirazione della nostra comunità. Abbiamo dunque invitato il signor Francesco Pantaleo a farci una breve relazione del passato, il programma per il 1967 e la prossima grande convenzione.
Grazie signor Valli, davvero abbiamo avuto un grande successo nel 1966. Alla fine del mese di febbraio avremo la 48esima grande convenzione e domenica 26 febbraio il grande banchetto di chiusura allo Château Champlain, Place du Canada. Poi il nostro concorso Miss Festival Italiano con Miss Expo Italiano e Miss Eleganza Italiana. Poi il 19esimo Festival e Giornata Italiana. A tutti i membri iscritti, venite, firmate la vostra domanda di adesione, farete parte della più grande associazione italiana nel Nord America che conta circa 300.000 membri.
In 1975, the Order established the Leone d'Oro al Merito Awards to honor Montrealers who excelled in their field. The awards were held every 3 years at a formal ceremony. It was the highlight of the Order's social calendar. The final Leone d'Oro Awards were handed out in 1998.
Bene, gentili amici, queste le immagini riprese presso lo Château Champlain, serata di gala dell'Ordine Figli d'Italia per la consegna dei Leoni d'Oro a delle persone che si sono particolarmente distinte nelle loro attività professionali. Abbiamo con noi il presidente dell'Ordine Figli d'Italia, il dottor Aspri.
Sì, buonasera, mi scusi per la voce, mi manca la voce stasera, ma una bellissima serata, abbiamo delle personalità meravigliose qui.
Questa serata è al tempo stesso importante e significativa perché premia delle persone italiane, italo-canadesi o canadesi, che hanno contribuito, ciascuno per la parte del proprio lavoro, hanno contribuito al progresso sociale, economico, politico di questo paese. Questo premio venga dato da un ordine di origine italiana sta a significare, diciamo, la profonda integrazione che i nostri connazionali gli italiani hanno trovato, hanno avuto in questo paese.
In 1934, the Corpo Musicale dell'Ordine Figli d'Italia was established by bandleader Giuseppe Agostini. The 60-member orchestra performed for the Montreal community at large. Unfortunately, it was a short-lived endeavor. The band was shut down after the 1940 internment. Some of the band members themselves interned. 73 years later, in 2013, the Corpo Musicale was brought back to life thanks to musician and teacher Ron Di Lauro. His grandfather was a member of the original band back in 1934. Joe, tell us how the idea to bring back the Corpo Musicale came to be.
Well, a few years ago I had this exposition of the bands through the ages from 1920 till today. And Ron was part of that exposition because he brought me pictures and he loved this idea.
I just felt like I had missed something all these years, just feeling part of the Italian community, and the memory of my grandfather came back. Before leaving that night, I said, I'm going to revive this band. That's going to become a personal project.
The Order Sons of Italy is the oldest Italian community organization in North America. 2019 marks the 100th anniversary of the Order Sons of Italy in Montreal. The Order continues to host a variety of activities for its members and the Montreal community at large. Banquets, the Giornata dell'Amicizia Etnica, cultural exhibitions, theatrical productions, a scuba tournament during Montreal's Italian Week, concerts by the Corpo Musicale, a bursary program for musicians of Italian origin, and bocce tournaments for youngsters. The Order continues its mandate to build bridges and collaborations between various Italian community organizations and to safeguard the historical traditions of the Italians of Montreal. It is also committed to strive and adapt to the changing socio-political landscape. With a new official name, the Order's Sons and Daughters of Italy, and a century under its belt, the Order shows no signs of slowing down.